Welcome everyone. I'm the Assistant Director for Outreach and Admissions at Rowan College at Burlington County. We want to welcome you to the Virtual College Exploration for all New Jersey students, sponsored by the New Jersey Association for College Admissions Counseling and StriveScan. We want to thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many different sessions that are happening, so make sure that you check out our full schedule at njacac.org. That's NJACAC.org. This presentation is also being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website. I would now like to turn it over to our presenters.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on Get Connected, Stay Connected. We're presenting from a couple different colleges today, so we're just going to introduce ourselves. My name is Angelo. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions at Caldwell University in Caldwell, New Jersey, and we are the Caldwell Cougars.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Mark Ruff, and I'm the Assistant Director of Admission and Campus Visitation at Bloomfield College, and we are the Bloomfield Bears.
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Ford. I'm the Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admission at Rider University. We're located in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, and we are the Rider Bronx.
Hey everybody, my name is Katie Boateng. I'm the Associate Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Fairleigh Dickinson University. Fairleigh Dickinson actually has two campuses, so we have two mascots. At our Metro campus, we're known as the Knights, and at our Florham campus, we're known as the Devils.
So why are we here? Two big things we want you to get out of today. First thing is get connected. So in these crazy times with COVID-19 and everything, we know that the college admissions process doesn't look like it always did. It's not going to be the same as it might have been for a brother, sister, friend, family member. So we want to explain to everybody here what those changes are and why you need to be aware of them, what to do in order to be, to be knowledgeable about our new admissions process. So why should you get connected? First of all, demonstrated interest if you're not familiar with what that is. We do keep track of all the interactions that you guys have with us, whether it's sending us an email, giving us a like on Instagram, anything like that. And these kinds of things can help you get noticed more by us so that we're able to have notes on you in our system and able to make better admissions decisions to be able to help you out. Some of the different events that you're going to see this year, similar events but held differently: campus tours, virtual visits, instant decision days, college fairs, and more. Once you get connected, we want you all to stay connected. So definitely give us a follow on social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, anything really. And we want to make sure that we're really accessible for you all during this busy and crazy time. We want you all to make friends on our different platforms, especially carry those friendships to your freshman year so that you're connected with everyone. And we want there to be as smooth of a transition as possible from high school to college. We want to give you that confidence to be able to apply, keep in touch with us, and get everything you want out of the college process. And again, feel free to ask questions throughout the Q&A in the chat function.
So now we're going to talk a little bit more about what high school visits are. You may or may not already be familiar with what these are, but basically it's one way for you to learn about different colleges. These visits are most appropriate for both juniors and seniors in high school. These used to have, we used to have these in-person info sessions at your high school, typically in the guidance office. But this year, with things looking a little bit different, we've moved to having virtual high school visits. You probably have already been on a few yourself, so you may be familiar with them, but most of them are taking place on platforms like Zoom or Google Hangouts or Google Meetings. So our best advice for you this year would be to be proactive in searching out different high school visits so that you can learn about the schools that you are most interested in. Get connected with your high school counselor or your admissions counselor to learn more about when these visits will be held.
All right, so the best way for you guys to become most familiar with the college search process is to actually visit the campus. So this typically takes place during your junior and your senior year of high school. However, if you are a freshman and a sophomore, you're more than welcome to visit any of our campuses or any other colleges that you are interested in. So one way to get connected is obviously visit the admission office website in person, give us a call just to see what the information is regarding campus tours. Since we are now living in a virtual world, some institutions are only offering virtual tours. Others might be offering virtual tours as well as in-person tours, but it's going to be different for each specific institution. Every college and university has specific rules to follow now. Some of the basic rules that you might see that will be most common is to wear a face mask, practice social distancing. If you're not feeling well, to definitely stay home, check your temperature, etc. But you want to definitely make sure that you check with those colleges and universities. And then when you do visit the college, whether it's virtual or in person, you're going to determine if it feels right for you. In regards to virtual tours, every institution is doing something different. So that a virtual tour could be something as simple as just a video that's on YouTube, a video on the website. Some institutions have the interactive map that you might be able to click around and go inside of a building. Others might be a PowerPoint with that is on Zoom that might be live with either a student ambassador or an admission counselor. So definitely just check each website out to see how are they doing their virtual tours. And then feel free to ask questions when you're on tour. Ask the students who are providing that tour what it's like to be a student at Bloomfield College or Caldwell, Rider, or any institution, right? And then the best way to stay connected is to follow up with the institution after the tour. So typically, once you complete the campus tour, the colleges or universities will send you follow-up information to ask you simple questions as how was the tour? Was there something that you wanted to see that you were unable to see? This could be in the form of an email, a phone call, a letter from an admission counselor or a student ambassador. And then you can always call us up in the admission office and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have.
So college fairs is another great place to get a lot of information. So college fairs is great for all interested students. They are also a great place to start your college search process. So if you're just in the beginning and you're not really sure where to start, college fairs is the place to start because you're able to explore a lot of different colleges and types of colleges at the same time with lots of different information. So we outlined a few different opportunities that are having virtual fairs this year. So you'll see there's NJACAC virtual college fairs and there's also NJACAC virtual college fairs. So NJACAC stands for the National Association for College Admissions Counseling, and it's a great resource for high school and transfer students. They have a lot of resources, even outside of college fairs, on their website that you can also use. So all the college fairs are free and you can now attend them at the comfort of your own home. So you have the opportunity to meet with so many more colleges and universities now that they are virtual. So each fair has about 600 plus colleges represented and counselors that are available to talk to you. So how do you sign up? I have the link here where to register, but it's virtualcollegefairs.org. And what do you do at the fair? So you get to create your own schedule based off of the schools that you're interested in learning a little bit more about. And each school gets to kind of plan their own sessions. So there are lots of different sessions hosted by all of those different types of universities. Some of the sessions that you can see are about how to apply to college, about the financial aid process. It might be specific to the university's student life or their academics. So there's lots of different areas of interest. And you can also schedule one-on-one appointments with the college. So this is a great opportunity for you to meet specifically with an admissions counselor from the university that you're interested in, talk to them a little bit about yourself, a little bit about their school, and make that connection with them. So for those NJACAC fairs, there's 3 more this fall. So the dates are also listed here. There's one on October 12th, October 18th, and November 8th. So you still have plenty of time. And then there's also the NJACAC virtual college fairs, which are happening right now and throughout the fall as well. And then once you connect with us, we want to stay connected. All the schools love sending emails. So a great thing to remember is to check your email. So like with anything, even when you go to a store and you give your email, then you're going to get so many emails. So one thing that we recommend that is kind of a helpful tip is to create an email address specific for your college search process. So it could be as simple as hannahcolleges@gmail.com. And then that's the email address that you can give out to all the different schools. And then you know, okay, this is the email that I need to check to get all the information, and it's all in one place. Because schools will be sending you emails about how to apply, deadlines. They might even send you a fee waiver if you visit. So you want to make sure that you're staying connected and you're checking your email.
So this is my favorite part of the admissions process, instant decision days. These are for seniors who are interested in hearing back from colleges immediately. These meetings are usually about 15 minutes with us, one-on-one. And we go over your application, we grade all of your grades or recalculate your grades in front of you. So in case you don't know, some colleges use academic GPAs, which is just your English, math, science, social studies, and foreign language classes only. We recalculate your grades. We interview you, get to know you a little bit better. So we'll ask you just some questions about yourself, about your high school experience, and really try to figure out if our college is the best fit for you and if you're the best fit for our college. So it's a two-way interview. Think of it like that. You should hear back instantly because we tell you right to your face as we're doing this. And it's actually not right to your face. This year it's virtual. So we're doing these online. Counselors will have either Zoom rooms or Google Hangouts or anything else to be able to meet with us virtually. And really, you know, this might seem like a stressful idea to many of you who might not want to interview with a college person, but you know, remember, we're people too. Like we're on Zoom, we're some of us in our kitchens and living rooms. So don't worry about it too much. Just be yourself. And that interview really helps us get to know you a lot better. Like I mentioned before with the demonstrated interest, if I meet with you virtually and I see your face and I see your name, if I see that name again in the future where you ask for something like a scholarship increase or something like that, I would definitely be more likely to help you because we got to know each other a little bit better. And the process for these instant decision days may be different at every school. Not every school may host instant decision days, but that's something you could definitely ask your school counselor about or your admissions counselor about.
So the next thing that we want you all to be aware of are open houses and other large on-campus events. These are best suited for both juniors and seniors. Open houses in particular do focus more on academics. So it's an opportunity for you to get to meet with faculty and professors from your area. But open houses also include things like a session with the honors program or a session with athletics, a session specifically for transfer students. So there are a lot of different things that are going on during an open house that you can get access to so that you can learn more about that college. You will want to make sure that you check the admission pages for each school because right now things are happening differently. Typically these take place in person, but this year schools are doing it both ways. So some schools are offering in-person sessions with COVID-19 safety precautions in place, and some schools are offering them virtually. So just make sure that you're checking on each admission website's page so that you can find out. Another thing to note about open houses are that some might be by major or by school. So what do I mean by that? For example, at Fairleigh Dickinson, we might say that this open house session is focusing on the School of Allied Health, which would incorporate all of our different majors underneath that school. Or it could be that this session is going to focus just on nursing, which is also under the School of Allied Health. So you'll just want to make sure that you're paying attention to what the school is calling it so that you can make your way to the correct session for you. Another event that we want you to be aware of is a Discover Your Major Day. This is very similar to open house, but it's also specific just to that major. So whereas open house has the academic sessions, they also have the non-academic sessions that I mentioned to you earlier. And Discover Your Major Days are typically just focused on that specific major. So that's a little bit of information for you guys, and just check with each school to see how they are hosting open houses this year.
All right, so since you're a junior and senior in high school, one of the first steps to get connected with the college is to actually get connected with the admission counselor. So typically in the past, we would come to your high school, we would speak to you in person, and then you would fill out an inquiry card. That's you demonstrating interest in the institution. That allows us to have your contact information, start sending you letters in the mail, emails, phone calls, etc. But right now, since we're virtual, visit the website, and many of the institutions offer virtual inquiry cards online. Then you want to find out who your admission counselor is. So typically, each college or university has a staff of admission counselors like all of us on this call, and we are broken up into different territories. So I myself at Bloomfield College, I oversee anyone in the state of New Jersey that lives in Hudson County. So if you live in Jersey City, North Bergen, Hoboken, anyone in Hudson County in the state of New Jersey, I am their direct point of contact throughout their college search process as they are interested in Bloomfield College. Some institutions have out-of-state admission counselors, others are broken up by high school. So it depends on each institution as to how they break us up. Then you want to set up a meeting with each one of us or whoever your admission counselor is. And like I said, that is going to be your main point of contact. You can text them, you can call us, you can Zoom us, anything that you want to do, any way you want to get in contact with us. We want to hear from you guys just as much as you want to hear from us, right? And then feel free to ask us any questions about other offices, so financial aid, academics. If we don't know those answers, we can definitely point you to the right person on our respective campuses that will be able to get you the proper answers, all right? Always ask for a fee waiver. Some institutions might offer a fee waiver just for simply taking a campus tour. Others can give you a fee waiver during an instant decision day. Some might, if you just ask for a fee waiver, will just give you the fee waiver. So don't be shy. Definitely ask for a fee waiver code, and we're here to help you guys out with that. You can always chat with another counselor or a current student, see what it's like to attend Caldwell or Bloomfield or any college that you might be interested in. All right.
Alrighty, so social media. So you guys probably know social media better than we do, but social media is another great place to find out information about different colleges and universities. Now that we can't visit campuses as easily as we have done in the past, we've all moved a lot of our information onto our social media so you can still get the information very easily. So it's a great way to connect. So you can see that we have some examples of social media pages here. So we're featuring all of our Instagrams. And if you can tell, they're all a little bit different. So here's Rider, and this is the campus page, but then FDU is featuring their specific admissions page and so on. So there's lots of different pages as well. So there's not just the one main page. But let's say you're interested in business, then you could probably find a page specifically about business at Rider. Or if you are interested in volleyball, you could find a page about volleyball. So make sure that you're searching not only the admissions or the university pages, but if you're interested in a specific area, search those as well, because these are going to give you a really great information about being a student and what that's like. Another great place is the class of 2025 Facebook page. So a lot of schools will have a specific Facebook page just for the incoming class. And like Angelo talked before about how these places are great for you to make friends and connect with one another. It's also a great space to maybe meet your new roommate. So make sure that you're checking to see if there is a class of 2025 or 26 or whatever class you're going to be in page. Typically, you're invited into that when you're an admitted student, and then you'll be able to connect with other students who have also been admitted to that university. In addition to Instagram, there's obviously pages, for, like I said, on Facebook, on YouTube. Some schools have now moved into the TikTok area, so you might find some schools on TikTok as well. And content that you can anticipate finding on any of the different types of social media are student spotlights, introducing tour guides, day in the life of a student, events happening on campus, even virtual tours are now shown on these social media pages. So definitely use this to your advantage when you're trying to research about the different schools.
So now what? You've heard what we had to say. Hopefully you get a lot out of this. If anything, we want you guys to be proactive. We want you to raise your hand. We want you to come to our events, text us with any quick questions you might have. Remember, there's no such thing as a stupid question. And your questions might have different answers at different schools. So it's always good to talk to all of your admissions counselors. If you have like a top 5, that would be helpful to keep in touch with us. if you don't have a top 5, let those schools know that you're not really as interested in them as you are your top schools. Create a specific college search email because you will get lots and lots and lots of emails. Follow us on social media, like what we have to post, or let us know that you want to hear more from a certain department, a certain student, a certain club. Ask those questions, be responsive, and have fun. So this is our contact information. We want everyone to keep in touch with us if they want to. We have email, calling, texting, Instagram, chat, Twitter, and a bunch of other things. So now we'll be happy to take your questions from the Q&A that you might have had.
Thanks, Angelo. I would say to everyone, if you want to take a picture of this, so you don't have to like write it down really fast or worry about it. If you have your phone handy, you could just take a picture of the screen so that you have all of our contact information later on. And then, Angelo, I don't think that we actually had any open questions from the chat. So if any of you do have questions, you can ask us in the Q&A. And thanks for coming.
One popular question that a lot of people ask is, does my admissions counselor look at my social media? I would like to say yes and no. So if it's like your social media is with your name, let's say on Instagram, and there's a picture of you, you like something, or if you make a comment maybe that's not appropriate, or that's just not nice or something like that, we'll notice. But some schools don't look at your social media. Maybe some of the more elite schools will take a deeper dive into your social media, but at least I can speak for Caldwell. We don't really look at your social media in the admissions process.
Any questions, guys?
Yeah, I can say, just to bring up another question that we get a lot from our students, is they are wanting to know about like how to apply to scholarships and things like that. So the majority of the times, get connected with us, your admissions counselors, and we can assist you. The process might be slightly different at each school, but that's something that if you aren't sure who to ask, again, kind of what Angelo was saying earlier, you can ask us and we will make sure that we guide you to the correct office. But it is important for all of those kinds of details that you can kind of just get connected with us that way, and we can help guide you.
Another point too is that things are constantly changing. So all of our plans are fluid as far as like school openings and different things like that. Some schools have hybrid plans, some schools are fully online. So definitely check out the website for the most recent updates on our plans, as there will probably be more updates coming in the future. And hopefully things get better.
Kind of going off of what Katie said about scholarships, I think if I was to give one recommendation is to just connect with your admissions counselor, especially if it's a school that you're really interested in. Like Angelo said before, like we want to know who you are, and it never hurts for you to just send us an email and introduce yourself. Or if you see the price of admission or you get your scholarship and you're like, oh, like I wish I got more, like send us an email and let us know. We don't know if you need more money unless you tell us, and then we can work with you. So it never hurts. We're never going to be like, why are you emailing us? We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you need so we can try and accommodate you to the best of our ability.
And then last thing in regards to scholarships, money, financial aid, don't be afraid of what the sticker price of tuition is. All four of us work at private institutions, so our cost of tuition probably looks a lot more than the state schools in New Jersey. But definitely, like Hannah said, apply, ask us questions, ask us what scholarships are like, financial aid. We are here to help you guys out as much as possible. We want you guys to attend our institution if you meet our criteria. We want to get to know you guys, so definitely reach out to us, and we're here to help.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Really do appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I just want to quickly end the session for everyone. So we just have some light housekeeping things. I'm going to share my screen with you all so you can see some of the housekeeping things. First, I want to thank our presenters for today and taking the time out of your busy schedules, and also thank all the participants for joining us today. Just a quick few things. When you close the screen, there's going to be a quick survey that pops up. So we just ask that you answer those 4 easy questions. Any feedback that you can provide would be awesome. And then as well as you can see different sessions there's additional sessions going on next week as well. So you want to check out the schedule at NJACAC.org/virtual fair. And then in about a week, you'll get this recording. So definitely take pictures of the screens, but you can also have access to this as well later. So I want to thank again everyone for coming and participating, and I hope everyone has a great day.